Hey guys, Jinzo&Tonic here, and welcome not to my channel, but to Janjo's channel. We have a mini collaboration going on, so I have a video going on his channel. It could be on his channel right now. I mean, his vid could be on my channel now or coming up later on, so be sure to check it out. Yeah, so this video is just me showing off a very cool first place deck profile. So hope you enjoy, and once again, if you like the video, if you like the Janjo, if you like my channel, all the links in the descriptions will be below, so check that out. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button for the Janjo, such a cool dude, such a cool duelist. And if you like my content, like I said, I have a channel below in the description, so please check it out. Thanks guys. As I just mentioned earlier in this video, I'm going to be showing you a very special first place goat control deck. This deck is a tribute and almost like a dedication sort of deck to a person that won in 2005. His name is Nareg. Torossian, sorry if I messed up your name. I really appreciate everything you've done for this community, for this format. In the description below will be his deck profile and how much it costs, and if you want to get the deck. This deck is definitely been very updated. However, this deck has many spicy cards, so I highly suggest you take a look at the video all the way through. Take a look at what spicy has in this deck, and it could give you some ideas, options to tweak and update your current builds. And yeah, let's get into it. So he won a 2005 SJC Indianapolis, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so this is an exact replica. You'll see there's no exact order. I've just taken it out of my deck box. As you can see, fusions, extra deck, side deck, all of that. Okay. So in no particular order, because why not? He had one Tribe Infecting Virus, one Jinzo. Also with this deck, I've tried to get everything shiny. Obviously, I don't have shiny Metamorphosis, sadly. I can't afford them. They're very expensive. I'm jealous of all the people that do have them. Two DDD Assailants. I do actually have this in the normal secret rare. I just really like this. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I just love how this one shines. So this card's effect is, if he's destroyed by battle, you remove the opponent's monster and this card from play. Not like DDD Warrior Lady, where you can choose whether or not to banish it if the monster's attacked at all. This has to be destroyed. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. BLS, main boss monster of the deck. Let's just get through. Let me just get all the monsters at least together. One DD Warrior Lady. One Air-Knight Parshaft. All the spells. Let me get those out of the way. We need to have some order here. One Tsukiyomi. One Azure Priest. Two Tsukiyomis. Two Tsukiyomis, one Azure Priest. Those are for the spirits. This comes very much into play with the spells, so I'll keep these here on the side while we just finish off with the monsters. Two Magician of Faith. And two Magician of Faith work obviously well with Tsukiyomi. You flip for, obviously the more experienced players will know this, but Magician of Faith, you know, flip it up, get a spell, Tsukiyomi, someone flip it face down again, flip it up. You know, it sounds basic, but a lot of new players coming to the game might not know these little things, so you always just got to make sure. One Breaker the Magical Warrior. One Sangan. Finally, one Sinister Serpent. Right, so Sinister Serpent, Tsukiyomi, obviously Magician of Faith with the 1-stars worked very well with the main spell that made Go Control so powerful, and that is Metamorphosis. So this deck mains 2 Metamorphosis, and you would use this with the Sinister Serpent, or you would use it with your scapegoats, in which this deck runs 3 scapegoats, and you would get out 1,000 I Restrict, and the 1,000 I Restrict with the Tsukiyomi is your main lock of the deck. It was ridiculous. Now remember, this deck was built in 2005. This is a tribute to Nareg. This is his exact build. I never want to personally change this deck because I feel this deck is just so iconic. And what it was able to achieve and win was just unbelievable. He definitely defined the format. Onto more spells, so that's done with these. 2 Noblemen of Crossout, Trinity, Pot of Greed, Delinquent Duo, Graceful Charity. Premature Burial, Heavy Storm, MST, Lightning Vortex, one Book of Moon, one Snatch Steel, obviously, when it's limited to 1, and 1 Swords of Revealing Light. This card isn't seeing much play in the recent game. I think it should change. I personally like Swords of Revealing Light. Just obviously stall a bit more. Onto the traps. We have 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Mirror Force. These are the main traps. You would find these as staples. What's kind of fallen out of the favor is Call of the Haunted. I personally like it. Very good card. 1 Magical Cylinder. I love this card. It's limited to 1. I think it's just so cool. I'm so glad that he played it in his deck. 1 Ceasefire. And then finally 1 Dust Tornado. So that's it for the main deck. Looking at the extra side deck, let's take a look here. So, 1 Royal Decree, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Exile Force, 1 Spirit Reaper, 1 Sakuratsu Armor, 1 King Tiger Wangu, 2 Dust Tornado, 1 Mobius the Frost Monarch. As you can see, he didn't like back row back in the day. Reinforcement of the army to help you with your little mini warrior engine. 1 Smash and Ground, Don Zalug, which is seeing massive play in today's format. This card is defining the meta, so go Nareg. 1 Blade Knight with the warrior engine. And then finally, a card that I actually think is quite cool is Chain Disappearance. So when a monster with 1000 or less attack is summoned, banish that monster with 1000 or less attack when your opponent banishes all cards with the same name as that cards from their hand or deck. So this card was definitely used against other Go Control mirror matches, mainly for 1000 I Restrict. I think it's a very cool card and definitely should see some play, especially with the rise of Panda Burn decks. You can get rid of Rescue Cat, things like that. Very, very cool card. So, last thing, another Mystic Swordsman, Level 2. For the extra deck there. Then I got my tokens. You can have whatever tokens you want. Just for the iconic reasons, I wanted Scapegoat tokens. Okay, onto the fusions. Let's start big and then let's go small. So, 2 Master of Oz. Please note that just because you don't have the level in your deck doesn't mean it's not possible. Your opponent could have a Cyberstein in their deck, you snatch steal it, you activate Stein's effect, you can get out Monster of Oz, win the game. That goes with all the fusions in this deck. This is a main fusion, so I'm going to put all the main fusions on the top if you're looking to build a fusion deck. These are definitely the ones you should get. I'll leave the other ones down here that aren't main fusion decks. So Master of Oz, Gatling Dragon, it's a main one. Last Warrior from Another Planet, also main fusion. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. I'm going to say it isn't a main fusion, but it's a light, so it's very good if you want to get a light engrave somehow. Pajama King. It's on the edge, but I'm going to put it on top. 2 Dark Blades, the Dragon Knight. I'll put these on top here as the main ones to get. Ryu Senjis, these are very important. I can't stress enough how important Ryu Senji is. This is one of the staples right after 1000 Irish Strike to get, along with Dark Bolter, which we'll get to. Fiend Skulls, also up here. Dark Bolters, very, very, very much a staple. 100%, these negate spells, these negate traps. This can't be affected by spells targeting it, so this isn't affected by a Snatch Steal. This is affected by a Snatch Steal, so you just need to be careful of that. Reaper of Nightmare, I'm going to say it's not really a staple, but it's a good card to have. 1000 Irish Strict, 100% a staple. This is the main card in the deck. Go Control doesn't work with this, or you need this Metamorphosis, and basically you all sorted. So these go up here. King Dragoon, this is seeing a lot of play these days as people are playing a lot more Chaos. This card can't be targeted, so it can't be targeted by Chaos Sorcerers, BLS. With Banishing, obviously it can be tacked over with BLS. It can't be targeted with Book of Moon or Raigeki Break. It would need to be destroyed by Lightning Vortex or Mirror Force. Very, very strong, powerful card. I'm going to put that up at there. St. Joan, no, but it's a light, that's why I have it. Dark Flare Knight, I'm going to say not really a staple, but a very cool card. Sandwich, dark, not really a staple. Light, not very a staple. Dark Flare Dragon, I'm going to say this is a staple, it's a 4. So if you want to get a Dark into Grave, that's your guy. Another 4, not a staple. This is a staple, guys. Right now I can't remember the name of this card, so if you do remember the name of this card, just drop it in the comments below. Help me out here. It's a staple because it's a 3, helps you get your Sangan to Grave. Flame Ghost, also 3, weaker than this one, but it's a dark, so if you want to maybe get 2 darks to Grave, yeah, so I'm going to put them both up as staples. And finally, the weakest level 3, I just have it because I wanted to fill up my fusion deck. You can add whatever you want, that's illegal in the format. You can get all the fusions, you can get 3 of all the fusions. There was no limit to fusion decks back in the day, which is quite cool. And yeah, guys, with that, so that is the end of my profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, this deck is a tribute to Nareg for coming first in 2005. This deck defined the meta, is unbelievable. And yeah, guys, please, once again, massive shout out to the Janjo for having me on his channel. I really appreciate it, man. Please drop him a like and sub below. And if you want to see more content like this, you can check out his channel, or if you wouldn't mind coming to check out my channel, Jinzo&Tonic, you can see it on the map here. And yeah, thanks. Cheers.